Okay, so this is Mary Eng, and I just wanted to make a movie mainly of this painting, and I'm tempted to show you these other works of art from my grandfather, who was born Ludwig Ransom Eng, but due to anti-German sentiment in World War I was kind of renamed Ransom Ludwig. So he went by Ransom L. Eng. This one appears to be unsigned. I think there are actually some other ones I need to dig up. One of Charing Cross Station. And of course, I mean, it's 1957, and you can just tell I love the cut of the coats and the colors and the shape of the buses, the shape of the autos. And I just completely love it so much. Like I couldn't part with it, kind of. And my mother said I can take care of them or keep them, but they are a part of the things that he left behind, and we didn't really know about these. And sometimes I'm looking for hidden messages where he's trying to show some meaning in these, and I'm not quite sure why he did them. I sometimes theorize that his watercoloring was actually some kind of decoy, where he was actually watching to make sure a dead drop happened, or something like that, like the watercoloring was a bit of an alibi or a cover story. But I don't know that, and I guess I'll move over. See, this is my puppy when he was maybe 10, I think. And then there's this really interesting one of DC. It's like this spooky, rainy scene in Washington, D.C. And it actually says 1961. Oh my gosh, what a time and what foreboding. 1961, R.L. Eng. This one, I don't know the year on it, but I always think of like Cubism and Picasso when I see that. And then this is some kind of like lithography. This is way cool too. Look at that, that Ship of Fools. 92, July, September 92, that David Keith Davis gave me. And then this is more Ransom art. This one I completely love, and I don't know, I guess it's supposed to be hung this way, but I love the patterns of it. And then the Big Ben on the Thames is so totally classic. I just love to see it every day. I love the Thames, and I love London, and I love the House of Parliament, and I love this. I mean, it's very sketchy. It's 57. I don't think I could do that. But he was very determined, I think, more than anything. Oh, this one is bizarre. You've got to see this one. This is the closest I know to like extreme political propaganda. But he has strategic weapons, margarine, call now and save, counterfeit diamonds. But it's kind of like some fun little collage type of a thing, which I think he might have done this in his retirement. Burglars, sludge contract, failure, cost city extra 6 million, defect shut nuclear plant, divorce 115, bankruptcy 250, calories, warning, Surgeon General, which grandma got him to quit smoking. There's no date or name. That I could say is a flaw of his, is that he didn't date and name them properly. But I'm pretty hooked on this one. And the companion of, well, this one is pretty nice. I think this is Shady Oaks Yacht Club, which of course I always imagine this is a self-portrait. Look at that. That's so a self-portrait, because he was bald, and it's like the exact shape of his bald head. Or it's some man going alone. And what the message I got out of this was that sometimes you're the only one that knows what you're doing. And if you have to do something alone, like my friend David Kosey's song, This Road You're On, it's like you're on the road and you know where you're going and no one else knows. It's something about solitude and the secrets of the mind. This is actually quite cool. Lawrence Lessig spoke there. I showed that to the mayor and he arrested me anyway. He doesn't believe in, I don't know, the rule of law or something. I found this outside the weed shop and briefly gave it to Mr. Pickering before he disappeared into the infinity. And then this is the one I really want to show you. I don't know why this camera doesn't work though. look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I thought about making a dress out of that. I love the colors, the flowiness, the greens. I'm assuming these are like maybe 60s. They could be, yeah, somewhere like late 50s to early 70s. But what way is there to tell? And they're quite old, and they took the canvas off the original frame, so they're a bit torn. And it's kind of, but it kind of, feeling the quality of the canvas actually made me think about how to potentially, was like, look at it as a piece of fabric, like painted fabric, and how to make a, like a jacket of that. That would be so cool. Yeah, and here's Miss Rebecca Brooks. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So she's my only redhead here, capturing my deep and abiding passion for red hair, which seems to have almost got me killed a couple months ago. I love Mr. Pickering. I always will. I hope he's doing all right. He always is.